All right, so I know there's been lots of questions about tips and tricks to the 3D mascara, so I'm going to show you how I put it on and some of the things that I do to keep it from getting clumpy, because it can. So I take my transparent gel, and this is basically like a mascara. Always twist it out of your tube. I learned that you don't want to pump it. It actually can cause bacteria to get into the tube if you pump it. So I take it, and some presenters bend their wands so that they can get angles. I'm not that savvy. I would, and to be honest, my luck, it would probably break, so I just avoid that. So I'm going to use my phone, so bear with me. So I put a good coat of the transplanting gel on my eye. Some presenters take a blow dryer to their eyelashes in between. It also helps with curling. I just honestly don't have the time for that, so I don't do that. So you want to get a good coat on there. And then some folks can two-hand it, I can't, but I always put, at this point, I put it back in my tube. So with the fibers, they can be very loose. So a good way to kind of help with that is if you take your hand and you just kind of roll the thing on there, it just pats them down a bit. And then I just do from mid-lash to the ends. And I usually only do one layer, but if you do, the more you do, obviously the bigger your lashes are going to be. Okay, so one of the tricks is, at this point, go to your other eye and do your other eye, so it gives the gel time to kind of dry. So what I would normally do is bump over and do my other eye, the same thing, and then I'd go back to this. So the final step is taking the transplanting gel and putting it on your already fiber filled lash. I'll get it spit out. And so then you want it just to put another good coat on there, and what this does, this is sealing your fibers. So, like I had said, a lot of our presenters take a blow dryer at this point to blow dry the eyelashes, and it just helps them curl. So here's the big way to keep your transplanting gel from getting clumpy or thick. I take one of my husband's old t-shirts, or just any old t-shirt, obviously, and once I have put the gel back on over the fibers, I do both eyes at the same time. I do not ever put this back in my tube without wiping it off, because what happens is those fibers get in your tube and they make the gel really thick, and it's discouraging because it can also keep the life of the mascara, make it a whole lot shorter. So t-shirt, quick wipe off, cleaned it off, and then you can put it back in. I've had tons of success this tube. For anyone who has used this mascara for a while knows how very easily it can clump up, and doing that simple thing has kept it, or I have been able to use this for way longer than normal. I've not had any trouble with it being dry or anything like that. I think I'm actually going to run out of fibers before I run out of being able to use the gel. So if you wipe it off, once you seal those fibers on, if you wipe it off before you put it in the tube, you're going to have a much better luck at it lasting longer. And as you can see, this is just one coat. And the more coats you put on, obviously the more effect you're gonna have. For simple everyday wear, one coat is great for me, and I use mine every day, and I use those tricks, and I don't have any trouble. So if you have any questions, just give me a yell, folks. Bye.